Okay, so kind of picking up where I kind of left off last time as far as the plate carrier video went, was where I was going to go with this particular plate carrier. And I do like this one. This is more or less what I'm going to call my tactical plate carrier, because it's got a lot of technical stuff on it already. First one. And just to kind of recap, this Scorpion Tactical was set up with AR-500 factory armor with the anti-spalling on it. Nice plate carrier, nice setup. This one, a basic plate carrier, all right, front and back panel. NC Star is the manufacturer on it. I know you might look at that and say, well, that's airsoft stuff or junk. For what this is going to be needed for, it's going to work fine. I've got no worries about this right now as it stands. Didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. This one here, good quality, came from Optic Planet. So let's go ahead and pop these plates into here. Let me show you where we ended up at on this. The video that I did before, I showed you the raw AR-500 plate. Here's the finished product. It's got the coating on it. It's got a trauma plate attached to it in the back. So this will be my front plate for this particular carrier. Then the other one was the Hydro Steel. Just to kind of give you a heads up as far as the ballistics of this, what it can defeat. There's a video out there made by Po' Boy Shooters or something, and he took this all the way up to 357 Magnum. Really didn't put too much of a dent in it, so I'm pretty confident for what I might be up against as a security officer or just home defense. I don't see myself dealing with 30 caliber rifle rounds or anything out of a rifle, to be honest with you. So obviously it's about weighing the possibilities with whatever it is that you're planning on using your armor for. Police don't, their regular body armor that they use on the street does not defeat AR-500. AR-556 rounds or 308. They're designed for defeating pistol rounds to protect the police officer from the common threat that they would run into in the streets, which would be your average common pistol rounds, 9mm, 40 cal, 357, 38 special plus P, 45 ACP. Those particular type of rounds is what they're designed for. The most common threat that a police officer will run up against, they use soft body armor or they use the polymer, plastic type based body armor. For me, for what I got going on right now, this is going to be fine. So go ahead and pop these plates in here and see how this looks and how it feels as far as on the body. Front plate in. Let's pop this back plate in. obviously. More stuff in. Okay. That being said, so I'm just going to put one side of the cummerbund into place, and then we'll just throw it over my shoulder just with the one side and see how this thing fits. The cummerbund on this, which I think is pretty cool, it's got elastic built into it, so it's gonna fit nice and snug. So here we go, in here. So no complaints. Feels pretty good. Okay, the curved plate's up front. The straight plate in the back, you can definitely tell it's a straight plate by comparison to this one that has the curved plates in it. But if you're going to utilize a straight plate, the back is probably where it's best to be, not the front. So you can definitely feel that it is a straight plate back there, but all in all, feels pretty good. You can get to your stuff right here without too much problems. You know, just boom, right into a mag. Into the bag. My first aid kit would go right over here on this side. My individual first aid kit, which is basically got trauma stuff in it. Basically, tourniquet, quick clot, things like that. Actually, I mean, the first aid kit that I've designed for this, I think in my shooter bag whenever I go to the range. I have it in my everyday carry that I use for work. And basically, it focuses on trauma more than anything as far as the first aid kit goes. So it's again, it deals strictly with trauma that you might deal with a bullet wound, or a drastic wound that you might have, deep flesh wounds, deep trauma. So pretty good. I like this. Nice fit. Okay, feels pretty good, pretty comfortable. I can move around in it pretty easy, so no worries. I like this. You already saw the fit on the other one, so I'm gonna pop this double plate carrier on. It doesn't. It's got flat plates basically front and back. No, it's got an AR500. So pop that one on. We'll see that. But as you can see, just take the cummerbund off the side, pull it up over your shoulders, and you're good to go. With this one. So then this one, it's unbuckled on this side. Again, you just throw it over your head, slide it into place. Buckle instead of the other piece. I added this. This is my service weapon. This is a holster that will hold that service weapon. So pretty nice, pretty comfortable. Definitely a lot lighter. Okay, it's got AR500 in the front, and it's got the this Hydro Steel in the back, and the other equipment. And you can definitely feel a difference as far as the weight between this one and this one. And quite honestly, you can feel a little bit of a difference between the weight on this one and this one. So this is still it's got some heft to it because of the plate. I mean, the plate carrier itself, it's a little bit more material, but all in all, again, all three of them feel pretty comfortable. I'm glad I have all three. My final decision as far as what's going to be where, this is probably going to be my home vest. Something I keep in case I need it here. This one probably a work vest. It'll stay in a car if I ever get onto a armed detail or a detail where I need this. And then this might get shelved. Might use it at the range if I do some tactical practicing. But other than that, this is where we're at on this. Now as you do recall, I did have the other vest, the green one, the combat green, and basically it was rather an inexpensive type vest that it's like the first of the many vests that I got here, but obviously quite cheap. I'm going to do some upgrades to that. I'm not just going to just discard it. When I say upgrades, if you recall, it had some pretty inexpensive, cheap straps that wouldn't even fit around my body anyway. And they sell some cummerbund upgrades that you can do for your vest. So like this one here, I actually did buy a cummerbund upgrade for this, but I like it better with these straps on it. So until these possibly fail, which I don't think they will anytime soon, but unless these fail, this is going to stay the setup that I've got with this one. Now, as you recall, I think one of the things I said as it pertained to the other vest was I was going to go with the Hydro Steel for the front. This is a plate of that Hydro Steel. See, it's 1/4 inch thick. You can check out Po Boys to see, again, you know, he put up a video on shooting this, defeated all the way up to 357 Magnum. Honestly, nobody goes out there with the pretense of getting shot. So it's basically a what if type scenario, and playing the numbers and going up against pistol rounds. I don't feel like anytime soon I'm going to be going up against rifle rounds. If I did feel I was in a situation where I would have to be going up against a rifle round, obviously I have the other vest that I can go to, or I can switch plates between these two and have AR-500 front and back. This is a construction type plate. I mean, basically that's the basic steel plate that I bought, and then this is going to be the trauma pad that I'm going to add it to. So this will just simply go into place on top of this, like that, and then we'll coat it and place this inside that green pad, green vest that I have, and probably for the time being put the fiberglass plate in the back of it and just kind of go from there. It's probably going to be the end on the ballistic armor plate videos that I'm going to do anytime soon. I might revisit it. Not really a pro at this whole video thing, but I just kind of wanted to put something down and kind of give some ideas to people who may be watching this that are new to the game, new to body armor. And to kind of end this up, do your research. You know, number one, in most of the hobbies that I've kind of gotten into, I've taken the wrong turn on some of it. I mean, I scuba dive, and when it comes to like scuba diving equipment, they, you know, don't go out and necessarily buy the most expensive, but buy the best gear you can possibly afford is what people say. Don't go buy something cheap just to be cheap. You know, I played golf a lot, and that was one of those places where I actually did some bad spends. I went out and experimented with a lot of middle line golf equipment, and then finally settled on something else. I mean, there were some good investments, bad investments in it, and the resale value on golf clubs isn't the greatest. But again, you know, apples to oranges here with this. We're talking about something that's could be life-threatening for you if you make a poor decision, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to make wise decisions for yourselves. Live life to its fullest. Get out there and do things. I know this sounds kind of odd coming from a prepper type mentality, but you know, live for the moment and just love life. All right, that's all I got to say to you. When it comes to this, you know, this was just an informational video. I want to make sure I pretense that. You know, there's nothing here as far as recommendations other than do your due diligence, do your research. If you're going to get something for yourself and you know you're going to be in harm's way, or you feel like you're going to be in harm's way and it's going to be something that you're going to need, shop for the best you can possibly afford to get out there. All right. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.